Yay. Hey everyone. How are you feeling? It is 12:17 on the clock. I've seen 17 like literally 100 times a day at the moment. 17 is heaven. 17 is new earth. 17 is God. 17 is the awakening. It's a good number. Hi everyone. This is the beautiful Archeia Passion. I am Archeia Rose, and this is our God and the Galactic series. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
What are we going to talk about today, Archeia Passion?
Transforming social anxiety.
Absolutely. She got that one out. Well done. Well, we've only just not just kidding. I feel it's such a big one because so many of us light workers are sensitive. We're energetically sensitive, to people, places, and things. And it's been a big part of my life, probably as a grown woman in my 20s. If I went to parties or if there was somewhere I didn't like going, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, it's not heaven. It's not heaven for me to have like anxiety over what people think of me, or I want to go somewhere and just be my full authentic self and have like a party. Like, that's basically, we're transforming parties. That's what we're doing.
Well, actually, I think we're kind of transforming relationships as well. Because when you think about it, one of the most valuable things on in this existence, shall we say, apart
Yeah.
from breathing oxygen, being out of danger, the next thing is people.
Yeah, unity,
It's
connection.
relationship, interaction. We can't know ourselves unless we're around something else, or someone else, shall I say. That's when we really get to know ourselves. So this whole,
Yeah.
it amazes me how old we are as a civilization and how undeveloped, I'd say, we are. And I don't mean that to be rude, but when you think about it, it's shocking. It's shocking. So today, I have certainly felt much of my anxiety in social situations, way too much than I should have done. But hey, you live and learn, right? And we spoke yesterday about how beautiful it is when you have these people who've just got these confident, relaxed, happy in their own skin energies, and you gravitate towards it. And when you even, you don't rush up to somebody and go, "Oh, you've got a really good, confident, lovely energy about you. What do you do? How, we don't do that. We just watch and learn. And it's like we drink in this energy. And pretty soon we kind of go, I like that. I want to be more like that. And we just copy it. We are copiers. We do assimilate to other behaviors. And this is such a good one to do. But there's something called strategies that we all do without realizing it, and we do it in loads of different ways. And the social anxiety thing is just such a good example of unraveling and highlighting the strategies we use and how we can manage them and master them to become these amazing, confident, happy beings wherever we
Absolutely.
are and whatever situation we're in, especially in confrontational situations.
Yeah. I think you just hit the nail on the head, because it is fascinating that we are meant to be social beings. We are meant to be, like animals, they come together. We're meant to be in unity. We're meant to be in tribes. That's how we originally were. Yeah. I don't know. I love a programming. Maybe it's maybe it's a separation programming that, like, that anxiety. How I am you and you and me, there shouldn't be any. It should just be love based, shouldn't it? Just like, I do absolutely love connecting with people. Like, I love, it's one of my things. But then there shouldn't be a barrier of like, I can't do it because what if I say the wrong thing? What if I do the wrong thing? What if I'm not good enough? What if they don't like what I'm saying? Do you know
There's your
what
strategy. There's your strategy. This analyzing,
yeah,
almost basically unworthy strategy for mingling with other people, which is crazy because they can't get a version of you anywhere else. They can only get you with you. So what a gift to come across you. This is one. This one. This is unique. This is incredible. What's all to do here, sort of thing. And the relationships amplify us. we are mirrored massively, because it's just like ping pong match. It's just interaction, interaction, ping pong, and we get to see who we are. We get to see the automatic behaviors. We get to see our strategies. We get to see all of it, but we don't ever look at it like that. So it's worth having a good chat about it, really.
It's also obviously it's a bit of ego. It's quite a lot of ego, because like no matter what happens in that situation, we now know happens for your highest good. You know, if you, maybe back when I was pretty unconscious and it was just all a bit much, I would have never have got this. But now I know that if I go somewhere and, you know, I've set my intent, I've said my affirmations, I've visualized how it's going to play out, and I'm not going to lie, every single time I do that, it is better than I often take God in with me. I'm like, prime source be on my shoulder, and then I'm just shining this absolute light. But I think it's also understanding the divinity of that. If that maybe it is a bit tricky or something does happen, there's a gift, it's a treasure, you know. It was like set, it was meant to happen like that thing.
I do have a pretty good strategy in social situations now. And I just ask people about them. I'm like, people like talking about
I
themselves.
do.
Find something that you can talk about that's of interest.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about yourself, say, "Oh, did you do anything nice today? Got any good plans this week?" I know they sound like really cliche questions, but actually they are. And if somebody doesn't want to mingle or doesn't want to, you just go, "Oh, have fun, bye," and you just move on. It's like, don't beat this door down. If you just kind of like knock on the door gently and there's no one home, then move on. You're not here to, you're not two people stranded on a desert island, you know. It's just you're a social butterfly. Go to where you really have got that connection and you don't want to leave because the connection's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normally only things like, you know, maybe like family parties or like, I don't know, just stuff where it's like it's almost like everybody doesn't enjoy it. Yet you think you put this thing of like, God, why do I hate it? But everyone is just as uncomfortable, you know. It's not like something that everyone wants to do. It's like it just has to be done. It's just expected. And I think that's pretty 3D, right? Moving forward into the 5D, it'll be like joy of seeing like your family and your friends and the excitement. Go on, what do you want to say?
Amazing. And no, what you just said made me think of something. So the 3D thing is going. It's like, oh, what's it going to be like? Oh, is so and so going to do this again? Or is my mum going to say that? Or, you know,
Yeah.
am I going to like be left looking after all the little ones again? And when I really just, you know, I'm the nursery nurse, so you know, everyone assumes I'm going to look after the kids, and I'd really like a break. Or do you know what I mean? So the 3D is the kind of the fear, the dread, the anxiety approach. And the 5D is, what can I bring to the party? Literally, what can I bring to this party? Can I
Yeah.
be all light and joyful just in my energy? Can I be asking everyone, how
Exactly.
are you doing today? How have you been? How was the, you know, the last time we met, this was going on. How's that now? And it's incredible because it's such a powerful way of flipping a situation, is um, see what you can give, not what you can get.
Yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
5D perspective. And watch how you can just that refreshing energy can just transform the room.
So my parents had a wedding anniversary in the summer, and it was like all of their friends, a lot of family, a lot of people wondering what Jenny does now. What
What
is it?
was it?
Someone even asked me if I was gay because I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, so I've had that. I've had that.
My parents were like laughing. They were like, did they actually ask? And I was like, yeah. They were like, Jenny, are you gay? I was like, yeah, totally getting out. I'm like, what are they
I had
doing?
I used to live in a block of flats, right? And I got friendly with the neighbours downstairs. I think they're having a little party for their little girl or something like that. And it was like the whole block was invited into the communal garden. And they said, I think I started talking about something, and I said, oh, my boyfriend, or I said something, and they went, oh. And I was like, what? And they said, oh, we thought you were gay because you only brought girls back to your house flat. And I was like, yeah, they're my mates. They go, we never saw you with a man. I'm like, okay, so I've been single for a while. I
That's funny.
cracked up laughing. I just thought it was funny.
So
People make these assumptions.
Absolutely. They try to, like, if you're not fitting into what their like social okayness is, they like try and, like, my granny, she thinks she can't get it that I'm, I'm 34 and I haven't got a boyfriend. She thinks it's the end of the world. She often goes, does Jenny have a boyfriend yet? Like, it's almost like I've, like, my life's over. I'm like, no, I don't want.
As if you have a boyfriend. Oh, bless.
So my dad, he is like he's so sweet and he's so good in situations. And I think I've been programmed from him, which is a beautiful thing. And he makes everyone feel comfortable, everyone laugh. Like, he's such an icebreaker. And that is what I'm so good at that. And yet my ego creates this like scenario. Oh, look, I've got alien hands. My
a flame of light. I like that.
I love that. No. My ego creates a scenario that, like, you can't do this, you're not chatty, you're not fun. And it's the absolute flip. I get there and, like, I'm making everyone laugh, and I'm like, what is this?
I've never met anyone like you who can get on with everyone.
Exactly.
The most natural thing in the world. I'm like, I get on with certain people, but with others, there's just no conversation, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But you get on with everyone.
No, it's a skill. I'm
It
well
is.
good at it. So also, this party that I went to, I was like, I was worried, and so I was like, let's give everyone heaven. I was like, let's give and it was great. Everyone was like, God, this is so good, even though it wasn't, it was just like a garden party. Everyone was like, oh, we're having such a lot. I was like, oh. Also, the other thing that I think is really good about talking about now, that didn't make much sense, that sentence, is even when I was in the 3D world, I had a fear of anyone saying to me, Jenny, what do you do for a living? So now what I do is, like, even more out there. If anyone says to me, Jenny, what do you do for a living? I'm like, well, okay.
Do you want the long answer? Do you want the interesting answer, or do you want the easy answer?
But I know so many women like me who maybe haven't had, like, extremely successful careers, and they haven't wanted to. They've just wanted simple lives. They just wanted this woman I know, and she's so sweet, and she's like, I've got a cleaning job now. And she was like, I haven't told anyone. And she's like, I'll tell you, Jenny. And she was like, it's so good. And I was like, yeah, cleaning is, like, amazing. And it's just this, like, I think it's part of being our authentic self, right? Being like, I haven't got an amazing career, but I'm so happy.
Do you know the satisfaction that comes with cleaning something or fixing something it's creative. It is creative. Even though it might not be like creative, like painting or sculpting or something, but just there's something. I mean, what there's that saying, isn't it? Cleanliness is next to godliness. I love it. It's brilliant.
Well, some of the grandest jobs are being in service. They're the carer roles, they're the cleaning roles, they're the waiting roles. You are literally helping people. Like, there's nothing more humbling. Like, I think it's the flip almost. Like, the other job, like, for example, doctors have such egos on them that they become non-caring, because it's like, my view, no offense if you're a doctor and you're very kind and you're watching this, but I have spoken to a lot of doctors having a lot of health issues, and they have not been healing. So I think for me, I definitely feel moving forward, I'm getting better at it, but speaking my truth about what I do and it being okay. Like I said to your husband a few weeks ago, I was like, I know when they're waking up, they're going to start saying stuff. My mum yesterday said, I know we exist in different dimensions.
Holy moly, that's a big one. Where did she get that from? Is that just something she's heard you say, do you think?
I've never said that.
Wow. Something's coming through.
I was like, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you have an avatar.
Isn't that hysteric?
I can look past your auric field and see what you were in your last life if you like.
Yeah. Like, shall I do a third eye past life cleanse? Do you want that?
Oh my God. 5D party tricks. Oh my goodness. That
love that.
Imagine going to a 5D party and you've just got these holograms everywhere, or I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, I rattle on sometimes, but
I wonder if this is why we're discussing this, because I've really been getting the theme like recently that I want to party. I want to mix more, like maybe not even party in that. I don't want to get wasted. Like I've done all that. Like I'm an adult.
Energy at a party, happy, united, connecting, loving, laughing. Holy moly, the energy at a party. Can you imagine what that does for the
My holy armpit.
everyone? What are you doing? You're tying me up.
No, I'm just putting my charger on, otherwise I'll shut down. Exactly. And I think that is why it's so good to discuss this, because we need to be able to, the unity and the power when we come together and we just enjoy. We're not even doing it because we should, because we're like we're, because we're doing it because we want to all connect and we love it. And that's how we should be as human beings.
So, how do we do it? You go to somebody and there's no connection whatsoever. What do you do?
This is true. This is very interesting. This is the flip of,
So,
hmm,
well, there's options, right? Look at the options. So, one, you could tune into their energy and you could energetically, oh, this could be right. To everyone watching this video, do this at your next party.
yeah.
Just as an experiment, right? Go in, number one, set your intent to have an amazing time and just to bring utter transformation to joy and happiness just by your energy, right?
Can't
And
you
then
even set the intent with the people that you're going to talk to? Be like, I set my intent that I only speak to beings that I resonate with. No one is in the lower. Just saying someone that you're going to have like a really good chat with, you know?
but that's even a bit exclusive. You could just say, thank you for me bringing a gift to everyone I go near. Either an energetic gift, like they don't even know, just the fact your energy circles combine. Yeah. You give a gift to them, right? And then to others, to say to everyone who needs healing in that room, let me be the conduit to source. God, angels, let it come through me, my energy. Just the fact that you've set your intent, bang, it's done. Okay. Thank you for letting me be, I don't know, let's say pacify any situations that need to come in, bring humor in. Humor is what a strategy. Humor is so powerful as a healing, remedial tool. Like, I know when we've tried to do the parenting thing with the kids and we're like, we know we've got to discipline them, we've got to like give them structure and boundaries and stuff. And it's like, actually, of course, right. Can you hold the fort 1 second? I need to give a message to
Just
somebody.
pause the video.
Yeah, all right, we'll do that. Sorry. I do
Yes.
apologise. I had a brief emergency I had to run out in. So we hope that we're going to pick up what we were just talking about, which was using humour as a tactic to bring in a really much a better situation. So I was saying that now me and my husband will use humour with the kids to try and pattern interrupt whatever naughtiness or non-compliance or whatever they're coming out with in the moment. And we want to keep it love and light, and we use humour. So if you just go to a party and just go, I'm gonna eat, you know, it's great when you sit there and like no one's talking and then everyone go, anyone got a good joke?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love it. And I'm always drawn to the people who are like, this is just who I am, but the ones who are being a bit naughty, I'm always like, go that direction, because they're not all serious. They're not like standing there like, yes, this is what I do. And I'm like, let's get some soup. And I know you would be the same, right? I'm like, let's get the music on, let's have a dance. I love dancing.
Me would be the same.
Here.
Super me would be the same, but I think so much of my past I've spent feeling awkward, and now I just go to these parties, weddings, whatever they are, and I'm just like, just sit there and smile.
Yeah, no, it's also maturity, isn't it? It's divine wisdom. Like we learn, and I'm definitely much better now, and I don't get like so caught up. But I wonder if there is going to start being a call for more mixing, you know, a more not like you have to do it, but like I want to be. I haven't had this for a few years. I've definitely wanted to be in hermit mode, but I want to go to festivals. I want to go to parties. I want to like be just socialize with my friends, just hang out with them, like hang out with you, just chill, dance, you know, all that stuff. That is heaven. Heaven is not, I live alone. I'm gonna lie, I live alone.
But it's also beautiful, isn't it? Being single, living alone is it's heaven as well.
Oh, I do love it, but I think it's a balance. Like I I'm thinking I might go to some concerts in the summer. Do you want to go with me on my other friend? Well, you got babies, so I'm gonna say all my friends have got babies. I'm like, who do I go with? I wonder if you can guess whose concert I want to go to. But that's a
I
conversation
will
for
come to that.
He's
Best
touring from
no,
March. Yeah.
going. We're
We,
going. We're going. We're
oh,
going. We're going. I love it. Won't say who it is. We won't say who it is because then everyone will turn up. But no, best cotton. The
it's
whole
cheap. They're like 50 quid. This is the conversation we're not going to have right now. Anyway, so, and I think that my angels have been pushing me to do this because it is me out of my comfort zone. You know, like when I was a kid, when I was in my early 20s, I was going to festivals, I was doing all that, and it was so natural and it was so easy. And I just want to throw myself back into it because I was thinking about this, and my heaven on earth doesn't consist of me just kind of being in my home. It consists of socializing and an enriched lifestyle, you know, where I'm interacting with lots of different people going, and it's easy and it's natural and it's flow, you know.
It's beautiful because and actually when we're younger, we are so much in our ego. We're in the clicky groups, or we're like,
Yeah.
we won't go there, we won't. And it's almost like life is kind of saying, I'm going to let you live life now, but I'm going to let you have the like, see what it's like if you do it in your ego. It's like not so nice, these bitchy groups, and this somebody saying this, and anyway. And then you can go and you can basically go and become your own person, have your own home, you know, whatever that could be, renting, or you know, like you said, living in a caravan or whatever. It's not about, you know, buying your own house. I'm just talking about having your own domestic space where you're
Yeah.
the boss of the house, as it were, or you're the, you know, you're not living with your parents, is what I mean. And then, or somebody else you have to kind of like tiptoe around or live to their rules. You know, you're living in your own place. And then it's like, get some really good ideas about you and what you want and who you are, and the message you want to bring and the energy you want to bring to somewhere, and then go out. And when you've found it, like we have now, we've done so much healing, we're so much more whole than we've ever been before, and now we're like, I want to
Yeah.
go to a party, I want to go and have fun and lighten up and laugh and live and connect and enjoy and have that diversity, and then I can go home and hermit if I want. And it's that whole balance thing.
Exactly. I feel for so long I always had this belief system of like, oh, I'm in my 30s, which obviously isn't old. And I was like, done that stage of my life, done the partying. I'll just have a quiet, simple life. I think my life is just about to, it's the flip, like it is just about to skyrocket. So, and I just think for all of us, like, heaven, I think, is open and free, and it is connecting, and it is being with another. And Nick's right, it's the balance. It's having, like, you know, your space for your home and being like, I'll just be, you know, a bit of quiet, a bit of balance, but then also a bit of connecting. Because I do think that the divinity comes when we all come together and we chat and we're enjoying it and we're laughing. You know, Robin Williams is coming through,
Oh, I love
and
him.
we love Robin so much. Father God
Can I tell
archetype.
my Robin story?
Go on, tell a Robin story.
My Robin story. So I was basically, I was in a good place, but I wanted to, I thought, I want to know what they think of me upstairs, like how my progress is going, how my development's going, you know, would,
They love you so much.
ah,
So much. They love everybody, you know.
no, I know, yeah, I know, but as in terms of if they could give me a heads up as to how I'm getting on, you know, any recommendations, any tips from the top type of thing, right?
Uh,
And I had Mother God, her face come through, and I was just like, you know, and then I had Robin's face come through. And he went, you could lighten up a little. And I started laughing and I started crying. And I knew exactly what he meant. And you know, this was actually so linked to my major breakthrough that I had not that long ago, which was I take things so seriously because I care so much. And it was just having that connection. And I realized that actually, yeah, I need to lighten up a little. I need to have more fun. I need to be more joyous, more humorous, you know, because it's all well and good you having these ideas, but it's so easy to slip back into bad habits or old habits, or let stress overcome you, or tiredness or whatever. And it's really about being able to go through life situations and remember to stay as you want to. Remember to keep being super you. You know, do you have this challenge? You're stressed, you're tired, you're skint, maybe. All three. Okay. And you're looking after young ones, or you have a job role you really want to fulfill, or whatever. And which wins? What do you allow to win? The tiredness, the density, or the light? You know, and how do you manage and mingle those and transform those? And there are just these nuggets of advice that really help guide you. They're these guide rails, railway tracks that really help you stay on the path. And he went, you could like, and what I loved about it, it wasn't like, well, really what we think you should do is chill out a bit.
Yeah.
He even said it's like, well, you could lighten up while you're asking, you know. Oh man, and that advice has stayed with me. I get so emotional when I think about it because I love Robin so much. Anyway, that was my little Robin story.
And we will be laughing our asses off, like, you know, like, look at the ascended masters, for example, like Buddha. They know it's one big cosmic joke. They're always just like in high states of joy, like belly laughter so much that it hurts, like Nick said, smiling so hard. And I often like feel that we're heading that way. So yeah, but do please cut yourself some time. I know Robin wasn't like be happy, but it's like, Nick, you got a lot on your plate. Like, it's balance, isn't it? It's not being like, I'm really going through this, but I should be love and light right now. It's like, I'm doing the best I can, you know?
Think of one-liners as well. It's like, you don't need to go and do therapy for an hour before you can then go and lighten up. He's like, it's a choice, right? It's just
Yeah, absolutely.
a choice. At the end of the day, do you want to sulk? Do you want to be high on life?
Exactly.
And I mean, here's another strategy. Go to your next party or office meeting. I dare you. I double dare all of you. Go in
Don't
with a big
go.
smile on your face. Like you
Go with
won
a big
the lottery. Like walking like this. You know, I'm sure someone will come up and go, what's happened? And you're like, what do you mean it's happened? Your face. Like, what was wrong with it? You know, I mean, make a joke of it.
Yeah.
What's that about? Because I'm here. What? Confuse people. This is so there's a bit of a strategy we use. Like, when you want somebody to really take something in, you start by confusing them. You talk utter gobbledygook, and their brain is kind of like, what? So then when you deliver something that makes sense, it's like ultra heard by the unconscious mind and even the conscious mind, because before never made any sense, and you're kind of like, your brain's kind of going, what, like, what's going on? What's happening? And then you deliver a wisdom or something, you deliver a line or a humor or something. So yeah, strategies. Should we talk a little bit about negative strategies a bit more, so people
I think we might wrap it up because we've done quite a long episode. So let's because I don't know how many of you are still here. We love you if you are.
The badass. So, 55 o'clock, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's wrap it up, and we will talk about bad strategies in another episode. But I just want to say, go tell a stranger you love them today. That's always a fun one.
Yeah. You want to see a look on someone's face, go, love you.
Yeah, just like go to the supermarket, you got your apples, go, love you.
Amazing. Right. We love you.
Right.
Yeah.
We love you.
Bye.
Have a beautiful
See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.